Welcome back. We are diving straight into something pretty complex today.
Oh.
Neurodiverse partnerships. Specifically, neuropsychological masking and the kind of burnout it can cause.
Yeah, it's a really significant issue.
We want to unpack this, this huge cognitive drain that often just stays invisible, especially in those intimate ASD&T relationships.
Completely invisible, often.
Okay, so let's unpack masking first. It's really not about simple avoidance or being dishonest, is it?
Not at all, no.
Yeah.
The sources are really clear on this. It's arduous. It's continuous cognitive labor, like real work.
Labor. Oh.
Yeah, it's basically a survival strategy, right?
Yeah.
A way to sort of hide natural traits to try and navigate a world primarily set up for neurotypicals.
Right.
And what's really fascinating, or maybe concerning, is how that cost just ramps up exponentially when you're talking about intimacy.
How so?
Well, think about it. Public interactions. They're usually brief. You perform, then you leave. But in a long-term partnership, that proximity is constant. It never really stops. And that just accelerates the risk of system overload. Big time.
So it creates this conflict.
Exactly. This constant performance creates what we're calling performance versus presence.
Performance versus presence.
Yeah. Masking basically forces the ASD partner to operate like a character almost all the time. They're substituting this curated social script, this simulation of ease, for their actual genuine self.
Okay, and this is where it gets really tricky, I imagine, especially for the neurotypical partner.
Definitely.
Because they might see, a parent's success outside the home, good eye contact, smooth conversation, everything seems fine.
Right, regulating.
But then when the ASD partner gets home, it's like a switch flips, complete collapse, withdrawal.
Total collapse, yeah.
And that massive contrast makes all that effort, that labor, completely invisible. But hang on, isn't it kind of reasonable for the NT partner to think, well, if you can do it out there, why not here?
That's the absolute core of the misunderstanding. Yes, that public performance might look successful, but it comes at a huge physiological cost.
Okay.
Think of it like running way too many demanding apps on your computer all at once.
Like those browser tabs you mentioned.
Exactly. Multiple browser tabs, all running at full speed constantly. What happens?
The system overheats, crashes.
Right. And suppressing vital things like stimming, pacing, or fidgeting, which are actually healthy regulation tools, or forcing eye contact way past comfort. It's like blocking the computer's cooling fan. System failure is basically guaranteed eventually.
That makes a lot of sense. So that invisible labor isn't just the social stuff, the scripting.
No, it's more.
It's also constantly trying to figure out the unwritten rules of the NT household, maybe.
Yeah.
Or managing social things for both partners.
All of that, yes. And when that system finally does crash, that's when you get the shutdowns, that really quiet, almost frozen withdrawal.
Right.
Or the opposite, meltdowns, which are just this overwhelming sensory or emotional overload. Can't contain it anymore.
And this leads into that cycle you mentioned.
Directly into what some call a tragic cycle, yeah.
Yeah.
The ASD partner masks, often out of real fear. Fear of disappointing their partner, fear of conflict, fear of just being seen as difficult.
Okay, so fear drives the masking.
But then burnout inevitably happens.
Yeah.
And that sudden dysregulation, the shutdown, the meltdown gets misinterpreted by the NT partner
As
rejection, or worse, as a character flaw, like being selfish or lazy or just not caring.
Okay. So if the NT partner sees it as selfishness, how do we get past blaming character and look at the wiring difference?
This is where the double empathy problem concept is so crucial.
Double empathy. Explain that.
It suggests the issue isn't a lack of empathy in one person, but a fundamental breakdown in mutual understanding between ASD and NT individuals. Our neurologies process and communicate things so differently that our authentic signals often just don't translate intuitively across that neurotype gap. It's a systemic difference, not a personal feeling.
Okay, that's a really important frame shift. So the goal isn't just for the ASD partner to cope better.
No, not at all.
It's moving from that survival mode, the masking, to actually thriving together, an unmasked connection.
Exactly. Which means both partners need to be involved. It has to be a shared commitment.
So what does that look like practically?
Well, a big part is the language shift. really consciously changing how we talk about these differences.
Okay.
So retiring those pathologizing questions like, why are you always so quiet? Or why can't you just look at me?
And replacing them with
Validation. Things like, it's okay to stim here if you need to, or you don't have to match my emotional energy right now. It's all right. Normalizing the difference, not demanding conformity.
Makes sense.
What else? Explicit communication tools are also key. Really simple things even, like agreeing on code words, or maybe nonverbal signals. Just a quick way to communicate an internal state before things escalate.
Did you give an example?
Sure, maybe just saying red zone, or having a specific hand gesture. That means I'm overwhelmed, I need a break right now.
Ah, okay. Like a shortcut.
Exactly. It short circuits that whole stress masking crash cycle. It gives both partners a chance to react constructively, maybe take space, instead of getting defensive.
And critically, I suppose, the NT partner needs to validate the effort involved, not just the outcome, not just the successful performance.
Absolutely crucial. Saying things like, I see how hard you're trying right now, even though this is tough, or I appreciate you telling me you need space. That validation makes the internal labor feel seen, valued.
Right. It makes the invisible visible.
Precisely.
So wrapping this up, what does this all mean for you listening? It sounds like thriving really requires this mutual investment, doesn't it? Learning each other's unique neurological language.
It really does. And the reward isn't just, less conflict. It's potentially accessing the real person, the true self that the mask has been hiding.
Yeah.
Ultimately, the success hinges on transforming the relationship environment itself, moving away from demanding performance towards guaranteeing unconditional acceptance, even maybe especially during the hard times.
So a final thought to leave everyone with.
Maybe start by asking the fundamental question together. How can we make our relationship a place where both of us feel genuinely safe to be ourselves, truly ourselves, even when we are struggling the most?
Would you like to schedule a paid private coaching session? This will be in the form of a face-to-face Zoom call. Underneath any of my videos, you'll see this Calendly link. If you click on that link, it'll open up my calendar. You can pick the available days and times that works for your schedule. You'll get a follow-up email immediately after purchasing a session that will have the Zoom link that coincides with the day and time that you picked. I will get an email too that you scheduled a session, and I will be available on that exact day and time, and we will talk. I look forward to working with you.